Stage, yeah.
Oh,
Hit go and it should be good.
hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
How is everyone doing?
Well,
Please let us know you can hear us.
yeah, that's always key. Yeah, we're always trying out some different things. Some things didn't work, and we'll get those things working next time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, we got some cool stuff on the layout, and it's gonna be fun tonight. I'm looking forward to it. We had a really busy week.
Oh, yeah. We had the postal holiday on Monday, which means all the shipments from the weekend went to Tuesday, and boy, oh boy, we were busy.
Yeah, new record on our website. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
and people are saying they can hear us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good to hear.
We were
Okay.
trying to experiment. We got this other camera here, and we were going to try to have a third angle, but that will take some figuring out for next week. So,
Yeah, but we'll get it figured out.
just not enough time in the day to get it figured out today.
Yeah, we're doing all kinds of stuff, which you'll see in the video this week. But yeah, well, I'm gonna set up a few things, get some trains fired up, and then Victoria can chat with you guys a little bit while everyone gets settled in here. And it's so good to see everyone. I know, like, I'm gonna be running some trains, and Victoria's gonna be running the show, so to speak, here. But I just want to say I appreciate everyone coming out. It's good to see all our friends here again, and we're looking forward to it.
Oh, Frank's here. Hey, Frank.
Hey, how's it going? And HS Scale Reading Railroad Hobbyist, good to see you here. Mark, Glenn, good to see everyone. Ryan,
John,
yeah.
Randall.
Yeah. So thanks everyone, and we're gonna get things fired up. So have fun, Victoria, and
yeah,
let's talk some trains.
Okay, so did you guys get to run any trains this week? That's what I want to know. What did you do? Where did your train go? What did it pick up? That's what I want to know. Did it go for some coal? Did it go for some propane? Did it just go in a nice loop for fun? Nothing wrong with that. What are you guys all saying over here? Someone, very first comment was waiting here in the peanut gallery. Love it. We appreciate you coming early and just kind of waiting for us to go live. KELW trains. We had the fun task this week of doing taxes. When you have a business, you gotta count inventory. So we were doing a lot of that kind of stuff this week, which was mentally draining. Probably the least favorite part of the business, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Glenn said no running, just some tinkering on rolling stock. Hey, you gotta tinker. Gotta clean the track, gotta make sure everything's good to go so you don't have derailments. Gus said ran trains in the barn about every other day. Nice. Gus, do you do HO? Oh, what do you do? Glenn's, I gotta do my tax prep tomorrow to get it out of the way. I know. And with us being a business, we're an LLC. We have to actually get ours done a month before everyone else. But I think it's March 15th. Everything has to be done instead of April 15th or 16th or whatever it is. So it's a rat race this time of year for us. Mark, put some shelf Katie's on my tankers Katie's I bought from you. Awesome. Gusta's line L027. Cool. So what do you have running the I can't think of the word I was trying to say. What loco do you have? What's your header there? What do you have going? We have a lot though that run our trains. We switch them out a lot. I appreciate the claps and thumbs up that we're getting. Reading Rail Hobbyist says he's currently running a 7-hopper car anthracite coal drag out of the Reading anthracite with my Reading MP15 number 2773. It's pretty obvious that you like Reading there, which we love Reading and Northern around here too.
Yeah.
Glenn says he might get some liquid gravity stuff to get some tricky weight issues solved. Nice. ELW says runs O scale. Gus says he has a Pennsylvania K4 Lion Chief Plus. A K4. That's probably a beautiful engine from what I know of K4s, and Lion Chiefs are nice. We have a used Lion Chief we got with our last collection that we got to test out yet, but just from what I knew about it, it seemed like a pretty nice engine. And don't mind me, I'm looking over here at the chat instead of looking directly at the camera, so I'm reading what you guys are saying. Yes, we are close by. That there isn't one in our direct town, but 10 minutes from us, there's a propane, Cuppy's Propane. They pick up there, and then they go through Tremont, and go out to Pottsville from there. So we have our spots that we try to see, but we don't. The times we're available to go watch, they're not running usually. So, Reading, you're strict 1950s and 1970s theme. Okay. Gus, I'm not sure what kind the Lion Chief is off the top of my head. I know it was the collection we bought. The guy had a lot of Pennsylvania. Like, a ton of Pennsylvania. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Pennsylvania, but it's on our stack to test. We have to test it yet and rip it out of the box and see that it's in okay condition and everything, but I do know it's a Lion Chief. I do know that. Make sure you're signed up to our newsletter, because when we drop new collection items, our newsletter subscribers get first dibs. So make sure, anyone who's been here has heard me say this every week, but it's important to be on that newsletter, and I will put it in the chat, the link, and then I will pin it to the top of the chat so that anyone can refer to it. I can hear the trains are starting up, so Corey is getting there. Oh, he had to put new batteries in. Also, Corey, side note, I don't have that thing over here to change screens, change camera view. So I just need...
Okay. That's right, we're doing it live tonight. Okay. Let's see, Windows, there you go.
Awesome, thank you.
You'll get it.
Yeah, I can do it. Thank you. Now I know how to change my screens. Alright, there's 18 of you here. Hello from Florida. Oh, you just subscribed. Thank you. We appreciate the support. I feel like we're getting more and more every week. We love doing the layout hangout. We love chatting with you guys. It's so much fun. We love running the trains. It's turned from being an hour to... It went from an hour to being an hour and a half to an hour, almost 2 hours. And now it's like approaching longer than that. So we're just here as long as people are here to watch. So I heard something talking back there. And thank you guys for signing up for the newsletter. We appreciate it. Yes, Glenn. We appreciate you always coming. I think you've been on every show, if memory serves. When Corey gives me the go-ahead, I'll get the layout cam on.
1 second, that was a reminder to turn off the dying light.
And I think on my camera I can see the words over it.
Yeah, that's
okay. Still getting the glitches worked out, but it'll be worth it. Trust me.
Yeah, we got 2 cameras going that time.
3, you mean?
Yeah, that's
And I honestly don't know what Corey has planned for what he's running tonight. He's been keeping it to himself. So we're getting so close to 2,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, which blows my mind, because the beginning of the year we had just reached the 1,000 mark. And all of a sudden, like, we've been posting regularly, which was our goal, and then doing these hangouts, things are just got, like, we had our channel for like 7 or 8 years, but we were kind of like not regularly posting, so we weren't like goal oriented to like grow the channel. We were just posting whenever. But now we're like, let's keep growing the channel and get everyone, as many people involved in the model train hobby as possible. And just from like January to now, like, we doubled very quickly. So we appreciate all you guys sharing and commenting and interacting with our videos and all that. Gus said he's surprised by the number of views your YouTube gets in a short time. I know. It wasn't like that before. Like, some of our old, like, videos that we've had posted for like a year or two have still only have like maybe 500, 600 plays. But we started trying to make our thumbnails like stand out along with our titles. And that we noticed that is what, you know, draws people in. It's like a cover of a book or a movie cover or a movie poster, you know, that's kind of like what draws you in. It's the same thing with the image on our videos. So we were working hard on that. Okay.
You can switch to the yard.
Up on there.
All right, welcome to the yard. We are bringing in a new train, a new addition to the layout. So here we go. I'm very pleased with this. Nice little modern operation here. Okay, so there we have one of the new Bachmann Chargers, and we got some modern Rapido Amtrak passenger cars, and they're awesome. I really, really like them. Interior lighting, and they have marker lights too, and you can turn it all on with their magic wand, so I love that. So yeah, it's been forever that I wanted some passenger service on the main line here, so now we got it. So that'll be our backdrop for a little bit. But we got all kinds of cool stuff here in the yard. We got steam, we got switchers, and Victoria said, I have a plan. Well, the plan is to play with some trains, so we'll have some fun.
Stop that steam engine.
Thank you.
I was wondering where you were going. That's the one's for you.
Yeah.
I was trying to get the Amtrak in there. I lowered that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Amtrak looks awesome going by. There's a lot of action in that.
Well, that was weird. My locomotive just stopped responding to me. It's not a good sign. I guess he needs a reset. Well, that's okay. We got more locos. Okay, now we're getting it straightened out. I thought everything was going crazy, but the locomotive was decoupled. So that's why nothing was moving.
Kyle just arrived.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm late.
Hello, Kyle.
I think we'll have to run the steamer again for him.
Oh yeah, that's okay. We just got it warmed up. Doing pretty good tonight. Not too many technical issues.
Terry just joined and wants to know if we have passenger trains, so he didn't see the IM track.
Yeah. If you want to switch to your view, you can chat a little bit.
Corey's running around behind me, as you can see, changing some of the trains around. But there were a few questions. Terry asked if we have any passenger trains. So we did just have an Amtrak passenger train going. Corey had just stopped it, but I'm sure he'll run it again. So yes, we have some Amtrak. Kyle, lone chassis guy. Yeah, I don't see the. Remember the other chassis guy's name?
Rich.
Rich ain't here yet. Let's see. There is a lot going on here. Yes. Yeah, it's no problem, Kyle. We had ran the Chesty special, Steam special, for a little bit earlier. We'll probably bring that out again. How long has the railroad been running? Well, it's been a work in progress for a few years now. We've been slowly expanding it. Probably as long as we've had our business, which is 7 years. It started on sawhorses and like one piece of like flooring wood. And then that was up in our house. And then we brought it down here to our garage. This is like where we ship all our packages from. But we have this little area. Well, it's not little, but for the layout. And these are the stacks I was telling you guys about. You see, these are strawberry boxes. They're all stacked under the layout. And that's how we have our inventory that's loose, that's not in boxes. They're stackable. Someone was talking about shoe boxes, boot shoe boxes for loose HO. We like those because they're stackable. They can hold up pretty much to anything unless they get wet. And we got them for free at the grocery store. We just called and asked the produce department if they had any extra because they just throw them out. So if you need any ideas for storage, if you're HO, you can fit some O in it, but it just depends on what piece, like how big it is. Yeah, it's a very good way to do it. Let's see. Yeah, they're so nice. The fact that they're stackable and it works perfectly for under our layout, it's really, really nice. Yeah, you'll probably see guys at train shows with them. Yeah. I think I've also seen apple boxes. They're a little deeper. Like instead of the strawberries, they're like maybe this deep. The apples are like and they have handles on them too, and they stack. But they're made to withstand like pounds of apples, so they're nice. I mean, stores just throw them out, so they're happy to just give them to people. At least in our area, we've never had to pay for them or anything. Yeah, I can't wait to go. We're gonna do the fall frost. Is that what it's called? Our first frost train show in Allentown in I think it's November. We're not going this weekend. I believe Allentown's this weekend, but we're not able to go this time. But we plan to hopefully as soon as they are taking applicants, we'd like to be vendor there. Yes, girl rail fan all the way. That is me, Southeast. I love trains. I love the layout, but I love real trains even more. It's a bummer because we're not in an area where there are trains very often. So, well, there's no train line in our town. We have to go 10 minutes for just a local train. And then we have to go about an hour for to Harrisburg. They have intermodal and Norfolk Southern there. Printer office paper boxes, those are good. We use them too. Yes, we're in PA, David. Yes, the Allentown show is in PA. There's the York show too, but we don't really go to that one too much. Restingers has 4 a year. Okay. I don't think I ever heard of that one. Bought an Atlas GP38 too and a C6P2. I don't know, Bobby. It depends on the quality of it. Does it have sound or is it DC? Also, does it run good? It just Kyle said the word girl and I said run girl. Does it run well? Is there damage to it? If it's just DC, um, it might be worth $60 to you. If it's something you like. That's the other thing Tori and I want to talk about sometime, like, in a video. Like, people talk about how, like, trains, aren't, like, worth anything, some of them, or if they're worth too much or whatever. And to us, it's like, it's worth whatever you're willing to pay for it if it's something you want. So, it's DC. What's the brand? Is it an Athearn? Is it Tyco? So $60 for a nice running engine might be worth it to you. Well, to me, okay, so it runs amazing, it's DC, and it looks brand new. To me, then that's probably worth $60. I would say. It really does. Like, yeah, like Glenn said, that sounds like a great deal. That probably was a really great deal.
All right, I'm back. Well, I figured out what was going on. So I'm switching between 3 manufacturers of DCC, and they're routed differently. So my BNSF engine, I'm like, it's not moving. Well, I had F9 on, which is the sound turn on for Broadway Limited, which I was driving that a second ago. But that's Loke sound, which it should have been F8. So apparently F9 is like a brake. So I'm like, it's not moving, but it does the horn. I'm really confused right now. So it was an easy fix. So, all right. So we can kick things back on. We'll show you guys, if you're just joining, the Amtrak. It's Bachmann Charger, TCS sound. It's excellent. I really, really like how it sounds. It looks great. So that's been the new addition to the layout this week. And I also got the Tessie Steamer going. I also got a Light Pacific, but it's having a, I don't know, it's either dirty or there's a loose wire or something. I have to check that out to really get it going. Like as soon as it hits a switch and it just like jumps a little bit, it seems like something gets loose maybe. So I'll figure it out though. I think it always gave me problems, but it was like my first steam engine. I'm just like, oh, I don't care. It looks cool. But now I actually want to see what's going on with it.
Naive.
Hey, that's where we all start. All
Yeah.
right.
There was one comment I wanted to quick mention. It's so loud behind me because the train is back there. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle mentioned he never met an actual rail fan in person. Well, here's the funny thing. When there's the Iron Horse Rambles going locally, we'll chase it.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. Like, there's always like 50 people at each like crossing, like getting photographs and stuff. And it's funny, but I can tell people talking to me are surprised I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like mostly men. There are some wives that are just kind of have their arms crossed like with their husbands. And I don't want to like make it sound like there aren't any women or girl rail fans, because there are. But it's funny because I'm there with like my camera and I'm like all excited and I'm like so excited to get like shots and stuff. And people are like, "So you're Detroit's?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in Detroit." It's really cool because I can tell they're like so thrown off.
Yes. And Brian, you're right. I think the Go Pack is the solution for it for sure. It seems to have issues once it goes a little bit, and yeah, I think that would solve the problem. I really don't know if it's a loose wire or not, because it seems like it's operating fine. It's just, that one little dirty spot that keeps coming around, and, that can be a menace. So wherever I can, I try to get locos with capacitors. I'm going to hop back there just so it doesn't run into something.
Which camera angle do you want me to put on next?
Go to the BNSF and
okay.
Show what's going on.
We're going back to the layout, guys.
Nice. Okay, now that we've figured out that I had the wrong code on there. Okay, today I put on some new lumber loads here. I was driving these center partitions around everywhere, and they just kind of looked a little lonely without actual loads on them. So these are all Walther's loads for center partition cars, or center beams, whatever you want to call them. And I think they definitely do the job. don't know.
Something weird.
Maybe.
As long as like things aren't like gonna fall apart if we deal with this.
Yeah, I'll settle it down for a minute.
Well, am I gonna show it off me?
Alright guys, we just got a new toy today. This came in. We got this Trinity Reaper from Scale Trains. And this is 82 feet. 82 foot, I should say. English is weird. Anyways, yeah, so the story behind these is in our local branch line of Reading and Northern. These are delivered from BNSF, and they haul in, well, I should say not delivered, they're used to haul in potatoes, most likely going somewhere on the West Coast, being that we always see BNSF or we see Union Pacific. And this car is super close, like pretty much exactly. Like the one I have a picture of always has like a Thermo King on it, and the number was off by like 100 maybe. So I'm pretty sure this is the one. Yeah, I have an Atlas car like this, but I didn't even realize that's like a 60 something foot maybe 68. Yeah, this thing's a little longer, so yeah, it's really cool. So I had to fix up my track. I think last week I had some S-curves. I'm like, uh-oh. Obviously should have known that wasn't gonna work. Alright, Victoria's doing honors. Unboxing this beast.
And this is what power? What do you mean? Not power.
Yeah, there is. I'm not sure. I think that it might be a battery powered or it's track powered. Honestly, wait, is it track powered?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure how it is, but it's supposed to have sound on the Reaper. But I love it. So we're gonna deliver some potatoes. Probably officially next time, but we can at least throw it on the.
It's going on. Here you go, Corey.
All right. Yeah, we'll learn. Was there even any instruction?
Yeah.
Maybe you can dive into that, but we'll figure it out. I mean, we'll just treat it like a freight car for now. We'll figure out the sound maybe for next time. But I'm pretty sure there's like an on-off button, or who knows. I don't think it conducts electric through the trucks though. But I've been wrong before. We'll see. All right.
Their packaging is really good, by the way. And we are not dealers with Scale Trains, so we paid what you paid for this. We didn't get no discount.
Wait, actually, I think it is powered that way. I'm mesmerized by this.
So I activate the system, place 3 fingers on the roof, just above the doors. The small control panel light on the reefer unit will turn on and the sound will start.
Well, that's crazy. It must be a battery. That's awesome.
Sound runs on track-powered system that uses capacitors to allow the sound to run for a short time.
All right, so it is track-powered with capacitors. That's amazing.
While in operation, the sound will cycle on and off randomly like the prototype. There's a small push button on the bottom of the car for volume adjustment with up to 4 levels.
Cool. Maybe I could turn a couple engines off. We can actually hear it. I got like a ton of stuff on right now.
And then you have to do something to make sure it's off then afterwards.
Okay.
Kyle said, potatoes.
Yeah, that's a big thing around here. There's a lot of farms.
Can you tell them what the name of the car is? Someone wants to know what it's called.
Yes, I'll read that. Yeah, so again, this is a Scale Trains Trinity 82 foot, 7,883 cubic feet reefer, or cubic foot. Why do I keep saying feet? It's been a long day. I did my taxes this week. But yeah, and this is the one with the late Thermo King HVAC system on it. And I'm telling you, all it needs is a little bit of graffiti, and it'll look exactly what we see in town. And it's perfect because we usually only have 1 or 2 cars. So this is awesome. There's like too much sound on the layout right now to even like hear it. Well, actually, I think it just cycled off, but it's really neat. I'll have to show it more in depth next time, like before I fire everything up. But I saw like a little blue light that illuminated it. And again, I'm assuming that turns on and off. Now, Victoria was rattling off some instructions a minute ago to me, and I think you turn it on with just like placing your fingers above the door. I don't know, but that's very cool. I honestly thought I missed my opportunity for these because I knew they were announced a while ago, but I'm like, I'll behave. But when I saw it was in stock yet, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm snagging this thing.
Our lamb said Spud car headed for Good Spring. Yep.
Yep, you know exactly what's going on. As I figured you would. Yeah. Yes, I have, back in the days where we had, like, time to wait for trains, we definitely stalked that line quite a bit. Yeah, now if we would have had the third camera working, we could go over to there and drop it right off in the potato lane. But yeah, I did build like a little siding literally just for like, well, pretty much probably about prototypical to how big it is. It's just a very small little spot where they load up a trailer. Yeah, I think she said something about putting... Oh yeah, that actually worked. I think I heard it kick on. I think it's on the other camera. Yeah, that engine is so loud, it just like dwarfs everything else on the layout. It's a bad time to try to listen to like one little lone reefer. It is. It is. The only regret is when Victoria asks, are you sure you only want one? I'm like, yeah, one's good. And then I found a picture where they had 2 one time. Now, it's usually always BNSF, But one time we did spot high-numbered Union Pacific one too. Now again, I don't have one that's as big as this, but I do have an Atlas that's tucked under the layout, which I gotta break out at some point. But yeah, now I'm curious. Now I gotta like dig in and see if in real life these are... I'm pretty sure it's the largest size that comes out, but then again, I don't know. I will have to do more thorough research. That's what's so interesting. Like, you know, you think there's like a model for everything, but we didn't even like scrape the surface. So that's why it's really nice to have like newer companies like Scale Trains and Class 1 Rail. Yes, I'm trying to remember what they're called. But yeah, Class 1. Yeah, it's nice to see more models being created, and you know, the classics are great, but I love the modern equipment. We're gonna have a lot of modern equipment on our layout, and of course we're gonna sneak some chassis system and some Great Northern in there. But yeah, this is really cool. I was waiting for the day that a car like this would come out and be available, and I'm very pleased. Yeah, I'm kind of geeking out. I heard it like kicking on. I can hear it like rattling. My first instinct is like, oh, it's like derailing or something. I'm like, oh no, it's doing what it should. But the chassis system steamer, which is across the whole county, is so loud. Well, now I'm happy that we got a chance to break this out. It was such a fast-paced week. Now, did we get more toys to play with next time or the time after? Yeah, definitely. There were a couple things that we just couldn't resist, and it's been a while since we treated ourselves. We've been helping everybody else get their railroad going. It's been a while since we got ours going a little bit. Well, cars, I'm pretty sure everything's 53 foot at the moment. And yeah, I can go down the line. Yeah, the reefer is on. That's cool. That's funny. Every time I get over here, the blue light goes off. But it definitely illuminates, which is really cool. But like the package said, like it's kind of random, just like the prototype. You know, it's not always cooling, especially on a 30-some degree day like today, I guess. But yeah, definitely neat. It's solid. I mean, I barely looked at it. It probably has detail all over the place if I know Scale Trains. Yeah, and I think I mentioned earlier, but I'm really happy with the Amtrak Horizon cars from Rapido. They're really nice. Like, they call them museum quality, and like, yeah, I've seen details on them like I've never seen before. So yeah, really cool. Yeah, so maybe next time we'll pick up a scenario where it gets delivered from Good Spring to BNSF. We'll see. I want to do crazy big stuff like that on like when we build a layout. Or I mean, well, we have a layout, it's right here. But I mean, when we get into our new train shop and we really start laying down some track, it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be more like an end-to-end system. And it's going to get pretty crazy, I think. That's cool. I just hear this thing like rumbling here. That's so cool. I think this is definitely my first sound car, so kind of excited about that, to be honest. Well, oh yes, about the well cars. So we have some that are Caddo. Yeah, it's the Caddo, the 3-car sets, and they're excellent. Never have problems with them. They were pretty much the first well cars that we had. We did have some Rapido Husky stacks. It was like their first run of them. I felt like they were like a little heavy, but then again, I didn't have a triple header pulling them either. But they were like made out of die cast, so they were definitely a little intense. But I really wanted to get the articulated sets. I just thought they were cool. So we got Caddo, and we're just starting to work in some of the new Atlas ones that came in. Also, they're 53-foot. I believe they call them Gundersons, if I'm not mistaken, but there's been a lot of terms floating around in my brain. But anyway, the last ones that Atlas just came out with, we got one of those on here, and they really look nice. Tons of detail, and so far behaving pretty well. I just busted out, actually. We had well cars that just were, what am I saying? We had containers that were just packed up like forever. So we were definitely breaking out some today. Well, actually I was. I don't think Victoria knew, but she's the one that told me to keep them, so it's all good. But yeah, like those Hub Group BNSF ones, those are a new addition tonight. We're just going to keep stacking that big wall of containers behind us. I really think that sets the scene, and it helps create a little division that way too. That way or I should say a little separation on the layout if there's just a big wall of containers. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see. We can run that steamer a little bit yet. I don't know if that was satisfied yet because it's just over there all fired up. Yeah, I'll change the angle. I just want to say this in case I forget. So I expanded the intermodal yard, just like grew in size quite a bit because I had to do some changes because things were so just like, I don't know, there was some track that was just wonky and it wasn't exactly what I wanted for tonight, but we made do. But it does seem that pretty soon I'll be laying some track for our big Class 1 yard, which once we get that, then it's really going to start making sense because then we can actually switch between, we can create trains to go between the yards and things like that. And by that point, we want definitely have all our cameras running so we can do what we do best. We can tell a story on the rails. But anyways, we appreciate you guys. Like, again, we're just kind of getting started with this whole thing. So we really appreciate you guys coming back week to week and hanging out and everything. So I'm going to pop over there and fire up this steamer.
Is that steamer going to come over here at all?
What's that?
Is that steamer going to come over here at all?
I think they got things congested.
Okay.
All right, we're going to do a run by. And I just want to say I'm not dissing the 2102, just waiting patiently until the current scheme is available. And I'm sure they'll do it because it seems like Broadway Limited loves riding a Northern, and the T1 is big news, so I'm excited about that when the day comes. Yeah, that reefer sounds good. Bachman charger. It's awesome. I'm like, like wow sound is definitely different, but I really like what they're doing with it. Like one of my favorite things, for example, is no fault of any decoders, but like my controller, sometimes it's not as responsive as I would like it to be. So one thing I really like is I can just hit a really short toot just with like F3 instead of F2. So immediately that's like one of my favorite things. And I had to stop it from going out onto the main. But yeah, that just that one little simple thing. Like I know last time, we were kind of joking about like, yeah, I can't reach it to actually like make it toot when it's going forward and back. But having that short horn, it's really a powerful feature. And the lights are awesome, the sound's awesome. So yeah, I mean, I had this thing stashed since like the day it came out, and I'm just like, I'm gonna be patient. Like, well, I will say this, my discipline came a far way. But yeah, it was really cool. Now, of course, I was having some issues with the layout was a little unlevel at one part. And when you have a longer locomotive and longer cars, well, you get more issues. So that took a little bit to figure out, but we got it. It's running. We had no derailments tonight. That's amazing. Usually there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. When you have friends over to see some trains, that's when the chaos ensues. But no, it was actually really, really good. But yeah, I mean, I only had it up and running like 2 days, maybe 3 days now, and love it. Yeah, really happy with it. So I'm sure there'll be more Amtrak action in the future, but for now I'm very happy. I hear Victoria laughing. If it's no surprise, like we really enjoy these shows, and it's one thing to run trains, we can do it anytime, but it's you guys that really make the show. So we appreciate you guys coming out and chatting and just having a blast. It's really cool. When we did this business early on, we realized we don't necessarily have customers, we have friends, and it's really cool. And I think that's needed for the hobby, that we, as Victoria said, gang together and show how cool it is. Wow, everything's running so smoothly here. I'm kind of impressed. I guess it paid off that I did nothing but maintain my track all week. Who would have known? Um, but now I'm just really excited. I forgot to say at some point we're gonna get more stuff in the intermodal yard here. We're gonna of course get a crane and everything, and a yard jockey and all that stuff. Maybe one day we'll figure out how to automate everything. That would be sweet. But for now, we're very happy with what we got. Again, all of this came from 5 old train cars from the 90s. And here we are today. Again, it wouldn't be possible without you guys. I mean, I obviously reinvest into the layout quite a bit, but the business and all that stuff, it's just so cool where it's headed. And I know I say this in every video, but we're just getting started. It's gonna be awesome when that train shop's open. There has been a little progress this week. We're getting there, baby steps, crawling in the yard, as we say. But yeah, it's really, it's definitely exciting. What's really cool is just your everyday people are really interested in our whole business and model trains. Every time I bring it up, people are like, wow, really? It's that big? It's oh yeah. I'm there's definitely model train fans out there, that is for sure. Let alone rail fans as well. That's a whole other animal, so to speak. But yeah, it is really cool when just you get to share that experience of I'm oh yeah, we're into it, all right.
No, we're not gonna push shot actually.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna show them the chaos.
Okay.
All right, Victoria said at some point I should give a layout tour. I don't know if this is the exact moment. We got some madness going on here. So during the show last week, I had a nice number 5 switch here, or actually maybe a number 4, but I think I got it used at some point, and something was up with it, and everything that went down it just was derailing and going everywhere. So I just started like ripping these bad boys off by hand. And, of course, off camera, I think I said that last week. I'm like, yeah, there was some stuff going on off camera, but it's all good. Yeah, because I was starting to lay some track, which isn't official, but up here kind of gives a gist of, yes, really sun faded used track there. That's not going to be official there, but I was just trying to use what I had. And yeah, how do I want to say? So if you guys see where the intermodal yard ends there, we have like the coal hoppers and everything. Well, right on the other side, maybe I'll put a little lineup of trees or something to create some sense of separation. But we are gonna branch off of here. And again, things changed a little bit because of the S-curves were just too big for longer cars like this guy here. That guy, it would have got annihilated on that. But yeah, we're going to have 2 number 6 switches come off of here. And it's going to go around here, make a curve, and just keep splitting off like crazy. I honestly don't remember how many tracks we're going to have, but it's going to be a lot. It's going to go all the way to the other side and wrap around behind those buildings. And that is going to be the Class 1 yard. It is the final piece of the puzzle. I did make a little siding here this week where that's where I hid these guys once I realized I had too many trains out at first. I was a little ambitious. That was actually intended to be the Amtrak terminal. So, yeah. But again, this is like, you gotta use your imagination with this layout at the moment. It's kind of all about track, all about operations, and just lots of action, a lot of having fun. The layout in the future, when we get the train shop and we have literally 100-foot run, yeah, that's gonna be crazy. That's when we're gonna focus more on scenery and lighting and all kinds of neat stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up of where we're going. And I'm getting some easy track from a friend. I just was scouting that out tonight, and he got some number 6 switches. How convenient. So we'll see if we can make a deal. Maybe we'll get this underway a little sooner than I thought. We will see. Anyways, with that said, that's about all I have to say about this mess. I definitely got to clean up some cars. Again, they were supposed to have a nice little mini yard for our layout shows in the meantime, but that literally derailed. So we'll figure something out next. We'll figure something out for next time. Anyways, Victoria, if you want to go back to you, and we'll see what's going on in the chat, and we'll close out the night.
Or the mini tour, I'll say, because you guys still didn't see the whole thing. But people are talking about the on-town show. No, we will not be there. We are planning to do the...
Sorry.
Well, the camera's flipped, so I didn't know what side you were on of me. We are planning to do the... What's that one called?
The first frost.
I can't even say it. The first frost. The first frost, which is November-ish, I think.
Yeah, usually.
We're gonna try to be actually a vendor there, but if that don't work, we're just gonna go.
Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
mean, that's always fun too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta shout out my cousin. He's been going there for like 40 years, and he's like, hey, let's go and hang out. So we went, and I'm looking at every little detail, and he's like, all right, I'm done. It's like in and out in like less than an hour, and I'm like, I didn't even look at anything yet. Oh, it was fun. He's like, that's okay, take your time, but we're heading out. I'm like, okay, I gotta get moving. And then plus we just had think of well, yeah, what am I saying? You guys don't know how crazy it gets. Well, you guys have an idea how crazy it gets around here from the YouTube channel, but imagine our biggest batch ever, and then like it doubled overnight. It was like Bowser, they were getting in like truck after truck, and it was like our biggest order to begin with, and it's like, oh, it's double now. So I just put out like a huge amount of money, and this show comes up. I'm like, I have, well, not that I didn't have any money, but it was like, yeah, I kind of have to behave here. So my dad spotted me. I picked up a couple AccuRail kits, so it was fun. But I was trying to be disciplined. But when I saw a Western Maryland, what was it, a 5A? I think it was an ACF hopper, covered hopper. I'm like, all right, that's coming home with me definitely. So thanks to my dad for helping out for that one. So that would be fun to build. But yeah, we're looking forward to that. It's been tough. Again, we mentioned a little bit here or there, but we used to have a cleaning business. 95% of our work was over the weekend. So yeah, it was not possible to get to train meets and train shows or anything. And now it is. We're doing this full time. So
Hey, Uncle H.
looking forward to it. Hello, hello.
The flatlands of Massachusetts.
Yes, greetings from the valley.
Hey, Uncle H, you gotta email me photos of what you're working on.
Yeah, we love to see that stuff.
Yes.
Timonium, we have a friend that always is talking about that. Yeah,
It's like, you gotta go to Timonium.
that's exactly what he says. Yeah, we do. We like Maryland, so we'll make our way down.
I want to go to see the. Is there a chessy place there or something?
Yeah, Jesse plays. Oh, guys. Yeah.
Is it a museum or?
B&O, yeah, B&O.
B&O Museum. I want to go there.
Yes, we do. And we need to get over to Erie, too. They have a Chessie up there. But that's, even though we're in Pennsylvania, like, Erie is, like, literally the furthest from, like,
It's so far from us.
It's like...
Pennsylvania is such a long state.
Yeah, when we go to Pittsburgh, it's like a three-hour drive for...
Usually closer to 4.
Yeah. Yeah. That was actually one of our first experiences with trains. Again, like before we got into this whole thing, we were a little oblivious to what happened in the real world. And we're coming home from Pittsburgh, like in the midst of like a 4-hour drive after like a concert, and it's like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. We're like delirious at this point. We're driving along, and I'm guessing this was close to the Susquehanna River. And out of nowhere, Norfolk Southern lights just like flash like in our direction.
And we didn't know it was a train.
We had no idea.
Because it was a road we didn't ever drive on. It was very dark, and it was like a farm road. So there weren't like, there was no markers on the roads or anything. And then there was just like this bright light lighting us.
Yeah, and she's like, there's someone on the same side of the road coming right for us. And no, it was
like,
train.
we were like driving, and we were just like, what is that? I can't see anything. Then they're like next street over, there was like a cow on the road, like we almost hit. Like, it's like crazy.
It was out of hand that night. Oh man, but that was really cool. Like, and yeah. Now it's like we're glad that the tracks are right near the road. We can actually see stuff sometimes when we're driving along there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were just oblivious before.
Yeah, and Glenn, it's getting harder as my eyes are getting worse as I get older. Because I have astigmatism, so like the brightness is really bad. But back then, it was just like, that was our first trip to Pittsburgh, I think, like ever. And it was our first trip back. And we never like used that road ever in our lives. Like,
it was a ridiculous night. Like, in Millersburg, there's a ferry that runs, and it's pretty much just like, let's just say it's for fun, more or less. Well, we have like an old school GPS. And
yeah, like a TomTom. It was a TomTom.
Yeah. We just it literally just had us stop in like the middle of nowhere. It's like, take the ferry. I'm like, it's 4 a.m. I'm like, there's no ferry out here.
I was trying to get us to turn where there was no road, which we would have been in the river.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was quite the night.
Yeah, we were totally rookies. We probably needed to update the thing. We didn't know how to, like, say no ferries. Like now, our phones, Google Maps, we can say like no tolls or whatever. Like there must have been a way to do it on TomToms, and we didn't know that was even a thing we had to worry about because we never drove that way. Like really, it was funny. But I think it'd be cool. I think like something that I want us to do is to do train shows and then meet up with anyone who wants to meet up.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
And then if they have trains they want us to buy, then we can buy them.
You know what? That's better than shipping them. It's rough. Like, it's expensive for you guys to ship stuff to us, so we have to figure that out. Maybe we'll do like I don't know. Like if we can figure out like return labels, like
a world tour.
Yeah,
a train world tour.
Well,
or a country tour.
The theme of our video this week is like, guess we shouldn't have took a day off. We took one day off from shipping, and we had like 70 orders.
And that's because of the postal holiday.
Yeah,
we had to.
Yeah, and we feel bad, like I think there were a few people that thought we were just,
goofing off,
playing with our trains, but it's like no, I started at 4 a.m. and ended.
I didn't start at 4 a.m.
No, you didn't. But I started like picking and gearing up. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a big day today. Like, yeah, it was like a big week from that.
But you know what we did the day that we didn't ship on the postal holiday on Monday? We did taxes and inventory. So
yeah, we switched over to a new system, and I'll probably mention this in the video that comes out. But we need like our cost of goods sold. So we need the cost associated with every item that we have in stock, and that's everything from a DCC engine to like
a piece of track.
Yeah, one piece of track that randomly came in on a used collection. So we have to have a gist of everything like that. So we switched over to a new system, a new website, which we love. We love the new website. It's actually like not crashing and stuff. Third time's a charm, I guess you would say.
Shopify.
Yes.
Don't use Squarespace.
Well,
if you want a large store.
Squarespace was nice, but yeah, when you have a large store,
it's nice, but Shopify is great.
Yes. Yeah, limited products. That's the key right there. But yeah, where was I going with this?
The theme of the week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we switched over to a new system, so we had to go back and dig through invoices and all this stuff for like 500 items. So yeah, that was fun. But we got it done, and
a little brain dead, but
I talked to the accountant today, and he said everything's looking good, and he was happy. Good. He's a train guy too, which imagine that. He's in the American Flyer, and he literally said he's like, it brought a smile to my face when I saw you guys were doing good. Like, this was the year in October we kind of started, we totally cut off the cleaning business, and he could see that. He's pretty sharp. He's like, I see the cleaning business is slowing down and the trains are speeding up. I'm like, yeah, you got that right. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I love everyone chatting here. It's a blast. And I'm just rambling. You get me talking about trains. Well, I get talking.
Yeah, he's a talker.
Yeah.
I can talk too, but about certain things. Best gauge is the best gauge.
Yeah, it's kind of right in the middle.
I mean, there is an S in best.
That's true.
EYT.
Hey, we know who that is. What's up, man?
I have no idea who that is.
Well, yeah, think about the logo.
I see a diesel.
It's our buddy.
Oh, hey! No idea.
Yeah. Yes, HO inventory. So,
oh, are you talking about the sneak peek?
Sneak peek, yeah. We want to do it Sunday because that seems to be like a nice day to do it. So, look out for the email.
Look out for the email. We will be doing the subscriber only sneak peek, and it is HO this week.
Yes.
It's been O scale.
Yeah.
Which we got through it.
We got through it really fast, actually. Yeah. So we have a little bit to get through, and we were doing taxes all week, so we didn't start on our listing. So tomorrow's going to be really exciting.
We started, but we didn't start very much.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm feeling better. Maybe it'll be a long night. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Imagine that. We started the show, like, I was starting to get a pretty bad headache. Victoria was down and out. And I don't know about you, but I feel great. Like,
I'm hungry.
yeah, playing with some trains, and now.
I didn't have supper.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I like run on trains. Oh,
He does. I don't know how he does it.
well, I get into stuff. But anyways, yeah, next time we're gonna figure out that third camera.
We're gonna try to figure it
Yeah.
out. We're not gonna promise we'll get it figured out,
We hope-
but we're gonna try.
We hope so, because then we can show it going from one yard to maybe the other. Maybe we'll get another line going next time. We'll see.
Can we run it again? Run something around one more time?
Yeah, we
There's
got-
some people who just came in and just see us talking.
Yeah. You know what? I just gotta say I love what Gus just said. Yeah, it's yeah, you're right. Like it's all everyone else is like, oh, doom and gloom, and you know what it is. It's this simple: positive mindset. You know what good is gonna come out of having a negative mindset? Like, ooh, the hobby's dying. You know, if I took that bait 7 years ago, we wouldn't be here today. We'd be running our cleaning business. You know, which again,
Like,
nothing wrong with that.
dead.
It was good work. Got to listen to music and do something pretty mindless. And it was definitely in demand, kept us busy. But we wouldn't be here today if we said, "Oh, I guess it is dying. I guess we'll just get out now before we can't." But no, yeah, it's like the fact that like half of you guys in the chat right now are like around our age. That says a lot to it. Again, nothing wrong with being older. Nothing wrong with being any age. Honestly, the trains they keep us young at heart. That's for sure.
Mhm.
I feel like a kid every day I show up to work.
Did
Yeah,
you shut my camera off? Because I don't see the.
I did, but I'll run some trains on the other side.
Okay, let's run a little bit.
Okay.
Some people came in late. I'll let him get that set up for a second, and then I will turn the other camera on. He just has to find his controller. He put it down.
Yeah, it's here somewhere.
Yes. Are you ready for me to turn that camera on?
The double stacks are creating like a little window to see the other train. They look nice, but they are tall. Oh boy. Nice. First short of the night. Okay, not too bad. Just the steam engine didn't behave. Yeah, I can. Yes. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, guys, I think we're gonna say our good nights now. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. You guys are awesome, as usual.
Yeah, definitely had fun. Yeah, we're gonna keep advancing the technology side so we can, keep connected with you guys better during the show. But I love that there's some friendships forming here. It's really cool. Definitely neat.
Yes. There's
So,
some confusion about hang gliding in the chat and all kinds of things.
Victoria's gonna have to fill me in later.
It's just confusion.
Oh.
Oh, well, thank you. Make sure you're signed up for our newsletter if you want a first look. First, we're going to send that email on Sunday. It's going to be a live similar to this, except we're going to be in the warehouse and we're going to be just sorting through boxes. It's mostly HO. So if you're an HO person, but just, it's only for newsletter subscribers. So it won't be live on YouTube. It will be a YouTube link, but only our email subscribers will get access to it.
Yeah, and I'm excited because I have no idea again. I just carried the boxes. That's all I know so far. They were really heavy. So they are upstairs and ready to dig into it on Sunday.
And they're from trades, actually. We met with some local customers.
Yeah.
They had some stuff they didn't want. They wanted some other stuff in the booth or in our shop, and we traded. So, yeah, we do trades too if you're local. So
Yeah, that's something worth saying. I don't think we ever threw it out there, but like our favorite thing is to take used stuff and trade it in for new stuff. Sometimes it's, a few things and sometimes there's some cash on top of it, but we love the used side of the business because with the used products, there's a lot of things that our customers, our friends are looking for. And that just helps to get things in a cycle a little bit, because when a new locomotive or a new freight car comes out, I know, doom and gloom, there's less train shops out there, but there's still, options. But, like, for example, in this last batch, like, the Norfolk Southern Heritage MTH scale, like the cabooses, like barely anyone has those. You know, so to find a guy that had every single one.
And we're already getting hit up for the
Crazy.
locos, which we didn't even get yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the next batch, hopefully.
Yeah, we don't even know, but it probably will be, but
yeah,
just depends on how the day goes. So,
okay,
yeah.
guys.
All right, well, again, guys are awesome.
Very awesome.
Wait, there's some knowledge being dropped here. Oh, okay, yeah, set up a GoFundMe, like we'll do like a group like hangout. I like that idea. Hey, when we open up this shop, it's gonna be quite the grand opening, I think.
Yeah, I think we might have a like, I don't know. I'm starting to think it'd be cool to have like a secret grand opening for our subscribers only or something.
Well, definitely you guys are getting a tour.
And then like a grand opening for like the local, like, you know, put it in the newspaper and that kind of thing. I don't know, just some cool stuff. Thanks for all you do, Victoria and Corey. Well, thank you for all you guys do. You're helping the hobby and keep spreading positivity.
Yeah, positivity. I like it.
And the cradle, yeah, everyone's going crazy for the cradles, the foam cradles.
Yeah.
It's like we just started stocking them. We showed them in one video, and now we can't keep them in stock,
Yeah.
like at all. Like.
Oh, and of the people that buy Katie products from us, we just started doubling our orders. We're gonna have more in stock really soon. And sorry, it's writing down stuff. Oh, no.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
here is a thing.
More stuff to remember.
May 11th. Wait, hold on. Okay. May 11th this year is National Train Day. Okay?
It's the big one.
Last year we did a big whatnot show. We do not do whatnots anymore, but that's what we did last year. This year, we're going to have a big live stream on here. It's going to be like a long, exciting, entertaining thing. But we're going to also do like an exclusive like sale for you guys on our site or something. We're still figuring out the parameters of like what we're going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to do something special.
We want to do something awesome. Like when we did Whatnot, it was an auction and it was fast paced and we had stellar deals, and you know, we don't do Whatnot anymore, but you know.
Yeah, and again, it's mostly because we developed the system, so like once we clear out our backlog, that's it. We're not gonna have backlog anymore. Which I think we're digging into some of that this week too.
Yeah, but we are gonna run the trains and hopefully have like even more angles and things.
Oh, yeah.
But we want to somehow make it that you guys get like a good deal on stuff on the site and like interact and maybe like do a giveaway or something. Like we're still figuring it all out.
Right.
But May 11th. Let me see. Yes, May 11th. That's National Train Day. It's always the Saturday closest to May 10th. That's always what it is. And this year it's May 11th.
Oh,
Mark your calendars.
Yeah, we'll figure out what that all entails. That's just something we start.
Just put it in the head.
Yeah, we've been putting it in our heads like since last week.
I'll probably create at some point in the near future a stream that you guys can bookmark it and all that. But
yeah,
okay.
I guess we just got to figure out if we're down here, or if we do a portion down here and a portion in the warehouse. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Well, we're going to be on the layout, so probably be down here.
Oh, yeah. You never know. Maybe we'll be at the new train shop a little bit, too.
Maybe. Who knows?
We'll see.
But, yes, make sure you keep an eye out. Saturday, our newsletter will come out, and it will tell you when our Sunday preview will be. So, we will see you later. Thank you for coming. Have a good night. You're awesome. We love you guys. Run some trains this week, okay?
Sounds like a plan to me. All right, guys. We'll see you.
Good night.
Thanks again for hanging out.
Do I hit stop?